Hello guys, welcome to the BBNAIJA live stream. Okay, we'll be doing this like a podcast. I'm showing it fully. So welcome.
About them sort of trying to control how you have fun, basically. That conversation wouldn't have happened if it was anybody else. With what we know of both of you, you would have gone straight to people and be like, "How dare you?" Were you afraid of them, of upsetting them? Maybe not afraid of them. You didn't want to, sort of ruffle their feathers.
At all, if you want to keep well, we give it to them. You let them know that. Don't come to me and tell me you are losing that because of alcohol. This Big Brother's house. We can come here and drink alcohol. Even if Big Brother sends you and say, "Oh, the twins took alcohol inside," just say, "Oh, girls, Big Brother said you took alcohol inside," and bring it up. Scared of them? At all. Big mamas ain't scared of nobody. So yeah, we're not scared of them.
The viewers almost unanimously had the same opinion about the effect you had on the house. So am I right, and are the viewers right in assuming or believing that you came into the show thinking about the show after, as against the show itself?
First of all, hell no. I don't think me and my brother came crazy or doing anything spectacular, but if people ended up respecting us and feeling like they have respect for the twins, so it changes the way they operate around us and so on and so forth, that's no problem.
So Ozzy, what did you guys mean by that, about being conscious of the viewers?
We try to do something new. You can be entertaining, you can be on the platform and they can see you, but you can do it from a place where you have respect and you can teach other people. It's not just a one side, there's two sides. Now they're unhappy because it wasn't entertaining, it wasn't dramatic, it wasn't anything like that. Sorry that's what happened for you guys. I came there genuine. If I felt like there was a competition between people, I wouldn't genuinely tell you to lose guard. Now, if anything, I want you to lose guard. It helps me.
So nobody here was competition?
And you can't come in there and think everybody's competition. And even if they are, you still have to think like you're worthy of being. Do you understand? If your light is shining, I have no problems.
You were one of the first to have a confrontation with them. Did you notice that at the start? And like he said, he didn't see any competition. Did you sense that from him?
The way I was seeing it at that moment, I felt like people were actually like scared to like speak up or actually to them.
You got that?
Okay, Nelly's speaking right now.
If you
And
saw
she's talking
felt
about you,
people were
Ozzy,
scared
and
of
Ozzy's
things,
situation.
then
Well,
just say who these people are.
she felt
because
people were
using a
scared to tell them about what was going on.
I don't need to say who they are. Everybody watched the show. I might not know. I was just seeing it in my own opinion, right? I felt that way. So, and I would not want somebody to intimidate me in any way because first of all, they had this issue that the first time they became head of house, they were all commanding and people were respecting them.
Nelly's still talking about the
Why would
whole
you say,
Nelly
ever
and
since you
Ozzy
became head of
situation
house,
they had
like,
in the house.
ever since you became head of house, how? We just got this head of house thing today. So which one is ever since you became head of house? Were you actually counting it?
Ever since they became head of house, what happened?
Yeah, that I'm now talking anyhow. I can't remember the.
To you?
Yes. So nobody can talk to you if they are not head of house or what.
She's talking about
Do you know
Ozzy.
what okay.
Yeah.
Did you
So
guys get
Ozzy.
along? No. Yeah.
Just there. Everybody knows Ozuba Badiwe in Lagos. I felt like most people were like trying to, Badiwe change, Badiwe change, and also they were trying to like not be disrespectful and also like try to coordinate themselves with the whole thing.
But I want to go to Ned.
Wow.
We've also heard stories.
This part was kind of emotional. Talking about Ine
and for you guys, it's even a
Ine's
little
situation.
interesting because you're family, not just friends. And we heard you were living together before the show, but now I see things, I hear things, I'm not sure. Where did things go wrong with your auntie?
Truthfully, both of us are not on the best of terms.
We know.
Just in case, just for the people that don't know. And most of it happened, a lot of tension happened in the house.
While you were still in the house?
Yeah, a lot of tension. But it was when we came out, the main deeds. And I feel like I will not be able to go into great detail at the moment. Firstly, she's my
Ine was
family.
really teary, yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to put family here first. And especially the fact that most of the things that happened that drove us apart happened after we came out of the show. I would rather keep it private. But this is something that a lot of family members have tried to resolve. But currently, quite sadly, we have not yet reached that middle ground yet.
Wow,
this
this
is your-
sad. This
this is
really
your niece.
sad. This is really, really
So where did
sad.
things go wrong with your niece?
This is really, really
Because
sad.
so it's one thing to stand up for yourself, and it's another thing
I
to
wish
be
they fixed it
disrespectful.
up. So the house wasn't
No,
worth
I'm
all
not trying to
this.
say because I'm to boss her around, ask her. I don't boss. If you see the way I relate with my niece, nephews at home, I don't boss anybody. I have never
I'm not
bossed
sure
her
Amy
around.
is feeling what she's saying here.
She was disrespectful to me, but if she doesn't see it that
So
way,
she said it started in the house.
yes, it started in the house.
So how come you couldn't have the conversation with your niece? In there, you're disrespecting me. How did it become?
Okay, so Ebuka, when you start telling someone that this thing you're doing, I don't like you, you're disrespecting me, and she goes like, I'm an alpha female, you can't bend me. You get?
I mean,
So, like, what
that
do you want
in
me
the
to do?
house.
I will leave you so that I will be the Z female and you be the alpha, like something like that. And I take the blame for everything and anything, and that's fine.
It's
That's the only
actually
thing
sad.
I'm
It's
going
quite
to like. I'm
sad.
going to stop at.
Has she ever told you about taking the blame?
I have never told her taking the blame, but that's what I'm saying openly right now, that I'm taking the blame.
But I'm saying you have opportunities to do that, is what I'm saying.
Ebuka, I'm taking the blame because it has got like, it's now like the whole thing won't scatter.
Hey,
So what's the way forward now?
I feel like the way forward is you do your thing, I do my thing.
Exactly.
Because if once again the family has not been able to resolve this, I don't think
this is so sad.
Or explain it to any other person.
The show is not worth this.
Everybody should just.
Initially, I was against her coming with her
It's been
niece.
working for us for like a while now. It's okay.
I respect your right not to speak on it. I mean, I'm the best.
Thank you.
And hopefully we
They
get some.
settle it.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully they settle this. The show is not worth it.
Sponsored by Guinness.
Well, hopefully they settle this. We're gonna pause, and after the advert we'll come back again. I have to do this well so we don't break some YouTubers. It's sad that Ezine and Chinwe and Ine they have this issue, and being their both families, I don't think the show was worth all this drama they are giving their stuff. Only if they had this friction in their house before and the show was just a way to highlight everything. But I feel like if they were a perfect pair from the house and the show was the major cause or the main reason why the main reason why they grew apart, they were living together before the show. They were living together. This is sad. BBNAIJA is not worth all this, so I beg you. And these girls should try and settle it. Whoever the issue is, the family should come in and settle it. This has gone just too far. They've taken it too far. This is one relationship on BigBrotherNaija that I think they've taken it just too far. Nothing happened on the show that was a big deal. Ine wouldn't have gone so far on the show if her aunt did not come with her. I don't think she had the whole drama in her to give us. And moreover, this season was boring, so there was nothing she could do to fix it. It wouldn't have been any better for her. So they should actually fix their relationship. And I hope, hopefully, the family is watching this reunion show. Is a chance to fix this and realize that the show is not worth it. The show is not worth the family friction. Yeah. So while we get back to this, I think okay, now we're back. This is Mayor Fresh and Toby Forge talking. I think this is about Suj. This is the whole issue between Suj and Mayor Fresh. They're showing a clip back.
Fake greetings, fake smiles. So if I
He's
say
talking
some
about Suge, fake
coming from you, I
greeting,
don't
fake
know if I
smile.
man, I want you to fight for me. Yeah, decision made.
For me, this one was not an issue, Joe.
Will I get on board, bro? Big brother Naija.
Toby, this was a conversation about Suge mostly. Why did you get that impression that Suge was fake or faking it in the house?
I just did not stay back. You know, I think he was someone that had an experience with him. And they talked to me and I was like, come on, I don't understand this time. You know, if they don't really want to relate, that's calm. There's enough people in the house to connect with, so we can just live our life, have fun, and share. Basically, that's it.
So far, what's up?
I'm fine, Ebuka.
Why did you guys not get along with that?
I thought we were cool, but then now that I just feel like maybe
You just do it now.
yeah, like
I never saw this before.
no,
So
this
far,
is-
it's just
so
knowing
now
that me, your
I've
Frosh,
noticed that they probably
and
misunderstood my partner.
this is Pierre had an
do
issue
you wanna
with
say?
Suge.
So first of all, I don't hate Switch, right? As a matter of fact, I feel like hate is a strong word because
Yeah, it is a
I don't
strong
think
word.
anybody
You
touched
guys
it.
just didn't get along.
yeah, but someone just feel like you really have to do something for me to not just fight with you, right?
Yeah.
For what I sensed throughout the first week, I had not spoken to Suj, even Tofa, I think. But Tofa and I got along later on. Because even in the diary room, when Biggie was like, okay, what are the pairs that we've
He's talking about
connected
Suge.
with in the house, I mentioned a few people, and then he said, what the least pair, and I mentioned Aces because I said, I've not seen them around. That was
Aye,
what I meant.
guys,
I haven't even
aye.
seen them around. I know that they've been around, but my eye
Aye.
hasn't even seen them around. So I just felt like we're laid back, which is, you know, what translated in the
I'll be
long run,
showing
right?
this. I'll just let you guys listen to their
We're
conversation
just
and
out
what
to
they're
run for
saying.
them for no reason. We felt threatened. Now, except we deny it. I actually came across a clip when I came out where Suj and Tofa were seated together at the dressing area, right? And then, although they didn't really say much, but it was trying to tell his partner that, in his words, something like, oh, these boys, they worry you. These boys, they worry you. Tofa was trying back and like, yeah, I swear, like, these boys. So they could feel the
So they were threatened by you guys as well.
Anyhow you want to put it, but what I'm saying is what I felt, they also felt it.
What do you mean by this?
Don't take my lingo very seriously, bro. Like me saying you the worry 1,001 things. So
Sure.
if me to I remember exactly the situation. Me saying you the worry can mean a billion contexts. I genuinely didn't have any problem
But
with them.
seriously, these guys,
I didn't
what's
have
with
any
the whole
to,
fall? Like, what are they wearing?
have any animosity towards them
We're
or
not in
anything.
an animal
I really
kingdom
thought
now.
that all of
Like,
us were like,
see,
we're
what's
just
me or
cool.
Frosh
Do
wearing
you
for
think Nelly
crying
was
out
a
loud?
factor?
To the best of my no.
But you liked Nelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you liked me,
That's
then
fine,
you
yeah.
say it.
Did that affect how you felt about him?
Me or Frosh,
Well, let's take a look at
what's
this.
up with this style? I don't understand what me or Frosh wore for this reunion now.
Because you're misbehaving.
They're showing a
You
clip
are?
back to when
I said
Nelly
you are.
and
I just sleep
Mayor
all
were
night
in the room,
did what you asked me to do.
and she was kind of flirting with him.
You didn't sleep all night after doing I asked to do, but you had something else to do for us. That was why you did not
Talking
even
about
sleep
the
for.
whole routine.
Hoping that I should come into the room and see if you like that.
Nelly was saying she went to sleep on Suit's bed because Mayor was with Rudy.
And then your mother like,
So that was it.
yes, yeah, see me in bed with Suji. Let me see how it's going to feel now. I'll be.
Wait, why are you laughing?
Now
Yes, I already
Mayor
said I'm sorry.
saw in bed with Such, and she's apologizing to me. Sorry, I can't show you guys everything.
Brother Naija.
Do you think he chose Ruthie over you?
This is interesting.
I wasn't available, so I mean, he went for the next option.
Ruthie.
But at the time, his interest, he's talking to you about how you're trying to make him jealous by bed with Suj.
Okay.
And you didn't particularly say, I'm taken.
Okay, the thing is, right, I had initially told Mayor that it was too early, right? I wanted to take my time. We just got in the house.
We didn't get this
You can't be
conversation on
pressing
the
me
show.
for a relationship. I never planned for that, right? So, and me, I'm a girl. I love to be chased, right?
Seriously?
So
Which he
when
was doing.
he was at that time, but he got distracted with Ruthie.
Did you ever tell him that?
No, because I mean, I'll go for the best. And whoever comes for me that I feel like he was trying to keep up, but he was a bit distracted.
Now, see that, right, Suj, do you think that played a role in it? And did you know that was happening with him in the picture?
I didn't know what was going on. I just knew that they used to talk, and she told me where like her head was at.
What did she say to you?
That he's trying to like yarn her, but
and where did she say her head was?
Like she's not on a direct mission there.
So she was clear
She
to you that
said
this
he
was never
wasn't
going to happen?
aware that
She didn't put
Nelly
it
and
like, it's not
Mio
like
were
she said
getting
that it was never
together.
going to happen, but she just said that she's not trying to move like
Nelly
that. So
told
moving that
him
way.
she wasn't
Did
moving towards
that
me. Not
Find your
true.
friendship with Suj?
That was not true.
Well, you know, like I
Nelly
said, we had a
actually
rocky start.
flirted with the
So
both of them. That was not
obviously,
true.
if a girl that we had before, and then it wasn't the situation, and then he is now the next person, like, it doesn't make it. I wouldn't say it's the best.
It doesn't make it any healthier.
Trajectory. Yeah, exactly. But it didn't have anything to, because if let's say we're guys, we've been gisting, and then let's say me and Nelly were supposed to have a thing, but it didn't happen. And then he came into the picture, then I slowly stopped talking to him or something like that. Yeah, you could say it took that turn, but
Hi,
we
Regina.
weren't necessarily talking. And at the same time, doesn't
Hi,
mean
Victory.
anything, because while they were together, we're still friends. When I had issues, she always checked up. We always spoke about things that were just totally different, whether we're in a task together or not. So it's what it
How
is.
are things with you and Suj now? You guys talk?
Well, since we left the house, I think I've only seen him maybe once or twice. And then when
Wow.
we see, we just greet. Yeah, we haven't had the opportunity to be in a space, confined space together, but when we do, we greet.
I think we did 4 day away.
Brother
I think with the 4 day both were in Suja and Mayo. I think they're still in competition with themselves. I don't understand. But I don't know why they are kind of matching with their outfits. One is trying to claim king of fashion. I don't know. I don't know. Especially with that Mayo first for whatever he's wearing. I don't know me more. I don't understand what is. I don't understand what he's using to cover his whole body. But I could have just worn a nice tux, like a nice suit. Instead of Nigeria, we know they do this one now. And he's even sweating self. So right now, advert is going on. Then once the show is back, we'll be live. So you guys, let's talk about the whole situation with the niece and the auntie thing. This is me reaching out to Ine and her auntie. Please, you guys should settle it. Whatever is going on, whatever happened after the show, more please, you guys should come together and settle. It's not worth it. You guys should talk about it. Try and Ine was actually like really, really nice. I don't know. She was saying Ine was rude to her. I don't know. Maybe after the show she was rude to her auntie. Maybe feeling like, but on the show she was never rude to her auntie. I think she respected her a lot. Like she held back a lot. She did not even like come out rude. She was, even while her auntie was misbehaving and trying to say and I think the whole head of house thing that they got caused a lot of friction between them too, because I think Chinwe was trying to like hold on to the whole head of house. She wanted to dominate the whole thing. She wanted it to be like, oh, I'm the auntie, so I should be the one taking control, taking over and everything. And Ine was able to actually show herself a bit when they were the head of house. I don't know. For me, the dynamics was wrong from the beginning. I don't know. Waiting auntie and niece, they fine for sure. Okay, you guys, they're back. So let's watch this Chinwe and Chizoba's issue. Okay, the parrot is talking.
It was her strategy to be nosing in people's business.
The parrot is talking.
When you are
for me calling everybody.
It's not my place to give somebody.
No, wait, you have your friends.
Wait, if I need your friend, why don't you have your friend? You should if you have no idea what your class is better, as well as use them.
Oh, small pepper. This is the Okesha and Oyeka situation.
Cassia, how now?
I thank you, Ebuka.
Happy New Year.
I wish you the same.
Okay. Explain that situation to us and what you heard and why it got to this point where there were accusations and all of that, Onyeka.
About her using Wani and Andy, I think it was on a Sunday. Yeah, so she was discussing the issue she had with Wani and Sean that goes to Sean and they are friends. That's in my head, like, this guy is your friend. If you have any issue with her, you should sort it out with me. And that was the first time we actually sitting down to have a conversation. So telling me, and she said she can't stay away from the both of them. Sean is her friend, Wani is her friend too. And she also mentioned that she thinks Wani and Sandy, they have like large fan base outside.
She said that herself?
Yes, she said that. So I just felt like, okay, if someone doesn't want you to be friends with a boyfriend, I mean, why not just, if you truly have a friendship, just stay away from the guy you get.
Exactly.
I just feel, after I asked me that question, I felt like maybe I was just overthinking the whole thing. That was why I apologized to her.
This was one of the most controversial things this season, right? Thing that you said she said. She was using them.
Yeah. For me, Oyeka is the show.
Did she say it in those words?
Oyeka is the show for
I
real.
When she said, oh, she was just using that as a strategy.
So that's what you heard?
Yes.
She was using what as a strategy?
Like trying to be in everybody's business.
So she didn't specifically say
no.
So why didn't you say that?
About the Wani and Handy. It was that their situation of our friendship with Wani and Sean, that she doesn't want to break from the both of them. And she also mentioned that she feels they have large fan base outside. So that was why I said that.
So it's not that she said it?
No.
You just, okay, so because of what she said and what she had said before
yes.
about using everybody as strategy.
Yes.
So she didn't say I'm using Wani and Handy.
No, she didn't say that.
So you can see why that was a problem, where people heard the way you said it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wani, did you believe what Cassia insinuated? Or she said it was an insinuation was true?
At the time, not really. When they said it was like, okay, did we even really talk about it? It was like,
Onyeka, so you are the person in the middle of all of this. And first of all, why did that fight become a Victoria fight for you?
I'm sitting on my own chilling, and the parrot makes his statement. Nobody was forced to speak. Nobody, like I heard someone said, I didn't feel the need to speak for my friend. There was no need to speak for I have lips for me. Why
did it become about her? Let's go back to my original question.
Yes, that was.
Who was the voice from the parrots? Cassia.
The voice was Cassia.
So how did it become about Victoria?
Yeah, I was not the one. I never even spoke to Victoria. Cassia was the one that called her in. She willingly came in. Cassia said, I was talking to you. It was you I told.
I was sitting on the couch with Ozzy when she kept going on and on about that person that you cannot call your friend out, because now she's painting a picture to make it look like, oh, I was never in the situation. She was focusing only at Cassia until Cassia was like, oh, Victoria, come and confirm to this. And that was when I came in. Prior to that, she had made several, she had said several things about, oh, that coward, that person that you cannot call your friend out, you are a coward.
And when she was saying this, you were with Ozzy on the couch at the time?
Yes, I was about to leave. She kept going on and on about, you're a coward, you're a this, you're a that. And I was just going to walk away until, because I was like, okay, Victoria, come and confirm. And that was where all of that just blew up on my face.
Did you say to the twins that you wanted to fight with her?
I told them no. I know me, I don't hide my own. I even told the brother. I think I must have told him because we used to have conversations. I don't hide.
Why did you want to fight with her?
If you're coming out to call somebody out and try to paint the person like the person is gossiping and talking ill about Ben, knowing fully well that your friend just said something that is even a lie to you.
But
I don't feel like you're in a position, do you understand, to come and start calling me out. We are both guilty of the same thing.
Personally, I do feel like we are all adults and we can handle situations the way we want to handle them. I'm not entitled to tell you, oh, why not sit with me and have this conversation? Because there are lots of things that she had said on the show as well that she did not own up to. And we had to talk about them behind closed doors.
So since you were part of that conversation, why did you feel the need to also talk to her and say, oh, it was me, Cassie, I was talking to, or conversation?
Anoika had not said a word.
Okay, the things were already frosty.
Yes.
Ozzy was already inside the...
Ozzy was never...
Inside the... Was
never in our gossip situation.
Victoria is saying Ozzy was never in their gossip situation.
Ozzy was never what? Victoria, no.
I'm trying to make a point.
I want you to say what you said again.
Twist my words.
Ozzy was never what?
He was never part of the...
You and Onyeka's dynamic.
Yes.
For real?
Let's go on a break. Let's go on a break. We'll be right back.
Can you imagine? I was saying, oh my God. Victoria saying Ozzy was never part of the situation she and Oyenka had. It's just so funny. Ozzy was the only thing. I think Ozzy was the only issue they had. Ozzy was the cause of the... Ozzy was the... I don't know what they call him. Ozzy was the golden boy. Ozzy was the one they wanted. Ozzy was what caused the whole issue from the beginning. So I don't know. We can't wait for next week. We can't wait for tomorrow for Ibuka talk about this more with Victoria. I'm saying that Ozzy was never the cause of the drama between her and Oyenka. It's just so funny because that was the only thing Oyenka talked about all season. Ozzy and Victoria. Ozzy and Victoria. Oh, tomorrow is gonna be interesting. I felt like, in my own opinion, today was kind of boring, and I wasn't like expecting much. But I think this season, it's in the reunion show, is reflecting how boring the season was. It's like there's no much stuff to talk about or to drag. And I have to give it to Oyenka. Oyenka is the reason, like, she's the show for Big Brother Naija season 9. If Oyenka was not on that show, if Chinwe wasn't there in the beginning, I don't know what clip they'll be showing right now. And the Ozimbabwe twins saying stuff like, then telling, like, they changed the mood of the house by bringing on respect or trying to tell people to calm down. If they knew that the show was all about, like, the Gbaz Goods was the main reason for the entire. Please, were they watching Big Brother before coming on the show? The only reason why most people watch Big Brother is for the drama, the entertainment. We want them to entertain us, and there could be reasonable drama instead of just pretending to be cool with each other. So it was quite obvious, this reunion show today, it was quite obvious that there ain't much to say this season. This season I was boring, because today Chinwe, they started with Chinwe and the whole head of house issue. I think some of us had even forgotten about that. There was nothing to say. The even Nene was trying to spice it up by saying, oh, so you wanted to be head of house. And Chinwe was like, hey, you can never be head of house, even in 10 years time, even 20 years time. I'm like, auntie, please, which show you did? They do Big Brother Naija 10 years, 20 years time. He's like, what kind of like talk is this? Or I was expecting her to say something more like, oh, Chinwe, yeah, you're in head of house, period. But Chinwe gave it to her back. Like, you trust Chinwe. Chinwe was like, head of house to home. Waiting you gain. Waiting end down. So what's the big deal about the whole head of house thing? Oh, God. The season, this season. I'm just... I just hope that next season, season 10, please be interesting. So the renewal will be so interesting that we'll be falling off our seat laughing. Because today, very much to say. And Amoji was like, what was left to touch on? What was really left to touch on by next week? If it's already dragging like this and there ain't much to see or much clips to throw back at, what's left to touch on by next week? What is Ibuka going to touch on next week? Because it's quite obvious that this is the Nine Housemates. They did not give us any drama. But me, I'm short of words. They did not give us any drama. How reunion show would they boring? Because I'm trying to look back at okay, we didn't have the All Stars reunion show, and I think that reunion show would have been so spicy with the old dynamics in the house. Like I'm looking back at previous seasons, the reunion show, like, hey, even Fina and that season it wasn't so bad. Fina still brought some spice to the reunion show. Like there was still a lot of like deep hot secret. Hey, and that's one other thing. There's no inner gist in this reunion show. I'm not getting like the inner gist, like outside the house gist. Like maybe someone is dating someone outside the house. Like maybe they've not touched on each other. Maybe there's so much to come by next week. But I'm hoping for more spicy gist, like what was really good. And I hope people can be able to ask them more questions about outside of the house, not just what happened on the show, and give us some inside scoop as to what is going on. And I think Rudy not being on the show, so hopefully he's really going to join at any point in time. Because I feel like if Rudy had been in that dynamics, there had been much more to talk about, like much to touch on, especially our relationship with Mayor Frosh that they brought up today with Nelly. They weren't able to say much about it because Rudy wasn't in that mix. She wasn't there to talk about showing. She wasn't there to talk about what happened between her and Mayor Frosh. And are they still dating? Is Rudy and Mayor Frosh, are they still dating? Are they still together? What's that inside scoop? Comment below. Rudy and Mayor Frosh, are they still dating? We didn't get that gist today. Beatrice, hi, welcome. So, hey, this reunion show, a lot of inside gist I would have loved to hear, and I would love them to talk about. And I was thinking that, okay, they only showed the parts that OC and Ozzy were talking about the way Andy and Wani were drinking. That part too gorgeous. I was like, what kind of throwback clip is this? So that part too was kind of boring. Like, because the whole setting, they're all forming besties. Even on this reunion show, the housemates are still forming besties. Like, they don't just want to trash talk each other. They still want to form that circle of friends, which it's not bad. But we won the show. And Andy was like, no. They ain't scared of anybody. They ain't scared of like talking back to Osi and Ozzy. That they just let it slide and everything. And Osi and Ozzy saying if they knew like what the show was really about, they would have just let them keep drinking. But because of the whole competition, like they saw it more like a competition rather than a show, like an entertainment show. I think from what I'm getting from wherever Ozzy was saying, and I still don't understand what he meant by that. Like, what do you mean by you saying more like a competition? One, it's a competition. Secondly, it's an entertainment show. And no, I think one, it's an entertainment show first, then the competition comes second. Because if you guys can't entertain us, how do we vote for you? How do the fans come together and vote for you? Because this season, I'm sure a lot of them spent their money on voting for themselves. A lot of them. So I don't get. And hopefully, Ipuga is still gonna touch on Sud and Ellie's relationship, because he only talked about it briefly today. How do dynamics came up? I thought he was gonna like push further, but let's see. Maybe we're gonna get the inside scoop. Nelly and Sud, they are not together again. What happened? what caused the gbege. You know, like the way he was probing Fina and Fina and Groovy the other day. You know, that spice, you want it. And the way he probed Messi and Nikki on their own pepper them seasoning, the way he probed you know, the Coros and Emmanuel. We want to get the inside scoop. What happened between Suja and Nelly? Why are they not together again? You should be probably them, like, you should be asking them those kind of questions. I want to know inside gist, inside gist. I hear something like Victoria and Ozzy. Are they together? Are they together? Yeah, she's a band. Okay. And you know the funniest thing? I think because there wasn't much that happened, a lot of the housemates are being overshadowed. Like some of the housemates are just in the background occupying space. Like I feel like one or two things about Ben, maybe to still come up, Sha. Maybe I'm too forward. Would like to get. I'd like him to touch more on Ben and Chizoba's relationship. Ben and all his antics in the house, all the stuff he did in the house, the way he was hiding the eggs, you know, all those antics he pulled in the house, the way he talked about Anita and Tofa's relationship. Yes, I think that one too is still coming. Anita and Tofa's relationship. So what do you guys think? Do you think they'll still give us, like, there'll still be much stuff to talk about? But me, for sure, I'm not expecting anything from these housemates. Because I feel like even if they're gonna talk about their relationship, Anita and Tofa, they won't say much, because the way Tofa answered question today, it was like I can see if they were forcing him to answer. Like, he didn't know. You know, he's always saying he's not always knowing what was going on around him. He didn't know that Sujami or Frush had an issue. He's just saying that on the screen. I'm like, Tofa, like seriously. So I don't know. Hopefully this season is gonna bring more and more and more and more and more and more. But for me, I'm not expecting any show from these guys. I feel like even if they're gonna touch on these topics, they're just gonna be like, the way, you know, see how they're sitting so cool. I think we should give this a fashion season, like fashionistas of Big Brother Naija, because these people are, Jesus, they're so vain. They're so into their looks, their detail, like of the hair is like of the hair is well placed or something. Like did you see those girls and their lace front? Like, wow, well done. I can't see any popping, like any strands of hair popping out. Apart from Chinwe's gown, that gown is ridiculous. I don't even understand what she's wearing. And it's just stopping us from viewing, like shooting the whole scene properly, because of the way our dresses. But I think for the other athletes, they're well dressed. Apart from those two guys wearing for Suja and Suja, what's his name, Mayor Fresh. The housemates are well dressed. They're looking nice. And those are Ozumba Badwe twins are wearing their shine, their sequin suits. The egmons of the season. So I think the ladies are looking nice. Apart from, like, seriously, with you corset thing, even Victoria, the whole corset thing is just exposing the whole breast. But man, let's give it to Nelly. Nelly can dress. That girl, they dress, man. See, her wig is well placed. Her gown, it's giving these like classy babe vibes. That gown, like it's not exposing too much. It's simple, it's classy, it's pink with a pink shoe. Wow, nice one, Nelly. I'm giving it to Nelly. For me, she's the best dressed, because I don't understand what our wife Keisha is wearing. No. Seriously, I don't understand what Keisha is wearing. But let me see. Her wig is nice. Her wig is nice. But for me, Nelly is the best dress for the female category. Then Anita, I don't know, Anita, that gown is giving old school vibes for me. And Ine is not looking bad though. Ine too is well dressed. Yeah, Ine is well dressed. Yeah, Ine is looking good. And for the guys, I think Sean, I'm gonna give Sean best dressed. And it's funny that there have not been much like video clips about Sean, but I think probably later in the show there'll be more stuff about Sean and then there was this issue between Sean and Nelly and Sean, Nelly and Suj. They had this issue. I think Wanito was in the mix. Sean, Wani, Suj, and Nelly. Yeah. So I think Ebuka is still gonna talk about that. So you guys, thanks for hanging with me today. Hopefully tomorrow we can do this together again. Watch the reunion show together again. Thanks for watching. Bye. And have a lovely night. Thank you.